Go Planet!
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet!
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Welcome to the journey beyond the veil of nostalgia, into the symbolic depths of Captain Planet. In this exploration, we'll unearth how each planeteer represents a distinct part of your inner world. Earth as your body, fire as your will, water as your emotions, and wind as your thoughts, and your heart as your soul. When balanced and harmonized, these elemental forces summon not a superhero, but the divine self within you, Captain Planet, the perfect being, born from internal unity. This isn't just environmentalism, it's esotericism. The power is yours, but first, you must understand the code. And without further ado, the lesson titled, Captain Planet. Let's begin. Captain Planet emerges not merely as an environmentalist cartoon of the 90s, but as an esoteric allegory of the alchemical and metaphysical transformation of the human body, both microcosmically and macrocosmically. The planeteers, each wielding elemental powers of earth, fire, wind, water, and heart, represent not external forces of nature, but internal archetypes and faculties latent within the individual. Within the traditions of Hermetic philosophy, these elements are the building blocks of the created world. Symbolically, earth corresponds to the physical body and the instincts of the human body. Fire, to will and desire. Water, to emotion and intuition. Wind, to intellect and reason or rationale. The heart, making its connection to the higher self or the spiritual will. The summoning of Captain Planet through the harmonization of these rings is the metaphor for the awakening of the Christic or solar self, the divine conscience within humanity that can only emerge when all aspects of the self are in sacred equilibrium. This narrative is not external or fantastical, but deeply internal and initiatorial. Each planeteer hails from a different continent, signifying the global and universal nature of the human condition, diverse but yet unified. Within the individual psyche, these planeteers are the fragmented components of the soul that must undergo integration. The collective purpose to defend the earth is an allegory for guarding the temple of the body and preserving the sacred balance within. The environmental destruction portrayed in the series symbolizes the chaos of the unmastered lower nature, pollution as mental toxicity, deforestation as the forgetfulness of spiritual roots, and the exploitation of resources as the dispensation of one's vital energy or prana. Now the villains, such as Hoggish Greeley and Dr. Blight, are just characters of greed and ignorance. The psychic shadows, the personifications of unbalanced ego, unconscious impulses, and corrupted archetypes that sabotage the inner harmony and block higher realization. Captain Planet himself is the Philosopher's Stone, the perfected being who emerges only when the elements are unified in their highest expression. His motto, "The power is yours," is not mere slogan, but an initiation statement. It echoes the Hermetic maxim, as above, so below. The viewer is reminded that transformation lies not in external saviors, but in the conscious effort to master the elements within. The summoning of Captain Planet mirrors the awakening of Kundalini and the solar forces latent at the base of the spine, which rises through the chakras, each resonating with elemental energy, until it unites with divine consciousness at the crown. This awakening is possible only when the elemental centers, or your chakras, are purified and aligned through love, will, discipline, and awareness, represented by the unified planeteers. The planeteers, or these ring bearers, are spiritual initiates in training. Their journey is one of progressive enlightenment, and their trials serve as alchemical tests. What do I mean? refining their personal weaknesses, emotions, and identities. The heart ring, often underestimated, reveals its supremacy not through domination, but through coherence and compassion. It is the principle of divine love, the glue of the soul's integrity. Without heart, the powers of earth, fire, wind, and water are elemental but divided, just as the human being without love and consciousness is a fragmented vessel. Captain Planet, then, is the esoteric Christos, not the religious figure, but a cosmic force of balance, transmutation, and liberation. He is the anthropos of Gnostic tradition, the perfect man who is the culmination of spiritual evolution, with Captain Planet becoming a blueprint for holistic self-realization. To watch the show through esoteric eyes is to realize it as a modern mystery play, a subtle spiritual instruction concealed within child's media. Its wisdom lies dormant until one gains eyes to see and ears to hear. The message is clear. The inner elements must be reconciled, the shadow integrated, and the higher self awakened. In this regard, the you and the power is yours is not the ego, but the indwelling divine spark, the Atman, calling you to ascend from fragmented existence into planetary, indeed cosmic, consciousness. So the next time someone dismisses Captain Planet as a relic of Saturday morning cartoons, remind them it was never about just saving the planet. It was about saving the self, about recognizing that the world you see is but a mirror of the inner elements. Balance them, align them, and summon your higher nature. Captain Planet is not out there. He is within. And remember, the power has always been yours.